Today on the TMZ Podcast.
Hello and welcome to the TMZ Podcast. I'm Charlie Cotton and joining me today is Deven Rall. How are you, Deven?
Doing great. What's up, Charlie?
What's up? A lot of peculiar stories, in my opinion. I'm surprised.
Very diverse.
A diverse range of stories, yes. Oh, yeah, something about some people getting together, some people getting apart. Cardi B and Offset are going through another rough patch in their marriage. Many people not sure if it'll last this
I mean,
time.
I feel like this happens every month, right?
They always are. It's just crazy.
They're always at odds.
Kim Kardashian just got cast as the lead in a new TV show. So her acting journey continues.
Pretty legit TV show.
Yes. Mariah Carey has finally been dethroned as the Queen of Christmas.
Kind of love that.
I love that
Christmas beef?
Yeah, Christmas beef. Christmas ham usually, but beef now.
Christmas beef is brewing.
Right. But to begin with, this is like just so shocking to me. Britney Spears is warming up towards her dad. Now, if that doesn't shock you, then you just don't know the complexity of the relationship between these two.
You want to know what's even more shocking?
What?
He lost his leg.
Oh, that's not good.
That's pretty damn shocking as well.
So, yeah, he has just been through a major surgery, obviously. Had to get his leg amputated because it had a major infection. They tried to save the leg a lot of times, 5 unsuccessful surgeries. But this, in part, is why Britney Spears is, softening towards her dad, who was once the villain of Britney's life.
And I mean, you can understand that, right? I mean, he lost the limb.
I think mortality breeds like forgiveness.
Exactly. And I mean, God, for Jamie Spears, though, what a rough couple years. I mean, he was, like you said, the biggest villain in the whole Britney Spears conservatorship. People hated him. People were killing him, even though, a lot of our sources were saying he was actually he had a lot to do with like saving Britney. He was going through her, spiral in the, the late 2007, I think is when that was all going down.
She didn't like being controlled by the conservatorship, but yeah, a lot of people say without it, she might have, I don't know, something bad might have happened.
Something bad might have happened. And then, so now he loses his leg and apparently,
and gains a daughter.
He gained a daughter back.
Yes.
So people in her camp are saying that, she has warmed to the idea of a reconciliation with her dad, which, I mean, we're in the holidays. Perfect timing, right?
That is true. She's feeling that Christmas spirit.
Feeling the Christmas spirit. And I mean, yeah, I don't know the actual details of like, does he have a prosthetic leg? Is it like, I mean, I don't want to say like a peg leg.
Peg leg?
No,
not a pirate.
I just don't. I don't know how mobile he is. So I know I believe he lives in Louisiana. So if they are going to meet, is she going to go to him? Is he going to come out to her? I guess we'll kind of have to wait and see, because it is interesting because we also knew that she hated her mom. What, 2 weeks ago, she was yelling at her mom on Instagram about selling her dolls.
Yeah, and mom was like, the dolls are right here. Come around, get them.
And then over the weekend, she was at her house. So it's like, clearly, bridges can be mended quickly.
But her animosity towards her dad was far more fierce than it was towards her mum. Like, Britney Spears and Jamie Spears, reuniting and reconciling is like Johnny Depp and Amber Heard getting back together. It's like Kim Kardashian and Kanye getting back together. That is the magnitude of the beef they'll have to push aside.
Well, they're also in the middle of a lawsuit.
So if against each other.
She's suing him. So it's like, at some point, if you do they make good over the holidays or whatever, do you call off the lawsuit?
I think
you can't go forward suing your dad when you're cool with them.
I mean, it's an awkward Christmas dinner.
Yeah,
then.
Exactly. So, I mean, a lot's going to come from this. I mean, it's crazy that she, the biggest story this year was her releasing the book, no?
Yeah.
She just talked trash on like her whole family. She trashed them all in the book. She's cool with her mom now, possibly her dad, and then who knows, maybe the sister next?
Do you think that the book was a process of getting stuff off her chest? Like, if you harbor resentment and animosity and like are angry at someone in your life, sometimes, telling someone, or I guess telling the world in a book is a good way to sort of like get yourself over it.
I mean, it could be a good like way of therapy, but also they could have just talked.
They could have
in
just
private.
That'd be
and
easier.
We didn't know all about it.
And this also opens the door, I guess, like maybe she's going to reconcile with her kids. I mean, maybe Britney's going to be all right after all.
I hope so. I mean, it would be a great Christmas photo. You know how her Instagram's pretty wild, right?
It really is.
Let's just have like a nice group family photo around the tree this year. No dancing, no lingerie.
If she had the whole Spears clan around the Christmas, that photo might break the internet.
Oh,
like such a shocking.
Sam's in the side.
Sam's in the side in a little elf costume.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That would be awesome.
On to our next story. Cardi B and Offset, they're going through another rough patch in their marriage. Their marriage has been littered with rough patches, but also pretty smooth patches as well.
They have kids.
They're in the thick of it right now, though. The new development is that they both unfollowed each other on social media.
Which is like the classic, like, we're in a fight or we're broken up.
Well, it's not the classic. I mean, it's the new form of like...
Yeah, the new age.
It's the new age, like, we need to take a break.
Yeah, exactly.
Unfollowed each other, and also Cardi posted some cryptic stuff.
Which she tends to do.
She posted on her stories, you know when you just outgrow relationships, okay? And she also wrote, I'm tired of protecting people's feelings. I gotta put myself first.
I mean, you would assume that this is involving Offset. Although relationships, that could be a friendship as well.
But then unfollowing as well.
The unfollow, there's a lot of smoke here. And honestly, I don't think we've seen them together in quite some time. I believe it was one of their birthdays, and they always do like these big birthday bashes. And I know they were together then, gifting each other these lavish stuff. But I mean, I haven't seen them together.
No. And Offset, he posted something too. A snippet of Al Pacino's Scarface character when he's shouting, hey, fuck you, man. Who put this thing together? Me. Who do you trust? Me. So what's he saying? He's saying...
That was awful. Can you redo that?
Hey, fuck you, man. Who put this thing together? Me?
Oh, my God, it got worse.
Who do you trust? Me?
It got worse. Oh, my God. Have you seen Scarface?
Isn't it? Say hello to my little friend.
Yes.
Oh, that was English.
What was the...
I don't know.
Let's just stop. Let's move on.
Move
okay, anyways. Yeah, I mean... I don't know what that means. I'm so thrown off by your accent.
Right. I mean, they're in trouble.
Their
marriage is in trouble, and it's regularly in trouble, but this time it feels a little...
I mean, but the thing I think back is, like, remember the whole cheating scandal that happened?
Well, whose cheating scandal? Because they both had cheating scandals.
She has?
Recently, earlier this year.
He said that she... Oh, I forgot about that one. That is... yeah. I would say his was a little worse because the girl came forward and was saying a lot of things, and I think they both confirmed at the time that he did, in fact, cheat on her.
Oh.
They made it back from that.
But how many chances do you get? Like, this is a Tristan and Chloe situation.
Yeah, I think it makes it a little different when you have two kids together.
Yeah.
They're always trying to, like, stay together for the kids. And they have a very volatile, like, love relationship. I mean, they'll be, like, cussing each other out 1 minute, and then the next they'll be, like, licking each other's faces.
Yes, that's so true.
So it's like... I don't know. I don't know what they're going through. Neither of them have been very specific. I mean, the Scarface quote wasn't very specific.
No, it wasn't. But you would worry that, like, if these two broke up, they're the type of personalities that this will get really messy and, like,
oh, for sure,
it'll be all over social media. Like, why is it on social media to begin with?
Yeah,
like, just pick up a phone and say something, stop cheating on me on the phone. I don't know why you have to make it all public.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, this sucks. I mean, I don't want to say that they're going to get divorced, but...
You're lost for words, Deven.
I really am. I have nothing really to say because, like I said, like, they'll be licking each other's faces next week.
If they can't make it, who can? Is that what you're thinking?
Oh, no. I'm good. What about you?
No, I'm great.
Oh, okay. Perfect.
Couldn't be better.
Perfect.
Moving on. Kim Kardashian just got cast as the lead in a new TV show. This is on the heels of her getting cast as the lead in a movie. The movie, I think, is going to be on Netflix. The TV...
I think... oh, yeah. Continue. Sorry.
Don't interrupt.
Sorry.
I was on a roll.
Your podcast, continue.
I was on a roll. The TV show's on Hulu, which is also where their Kardashian show currently lives. So the TV show is going to be based on Kim playing a lawyer. A very famous lawyer, Laura Wasser, who's like the big divorce lawyer in town.
All the biggest celebrities, Ryan Reynolds, Angelina Jolie, Britney Spears, Kevin Costner. She handled all these including Kim and Kanye's.
Oh, she handled Kim.
So she knows her very well. So like clearly who would be better to play someone when you've worked with this woman in a divorce, so you know if the show is based off her, you know the kind of things she would say, the kind of things she would do, how she carries herself.
Who would be better to play her though? Like maybe an actress?
Yeah, that's actually a very good point. Yeah, I mean Kim did. She played, I think, like a PR person in American Horror Story last season.
Yes.
Which is also a Ryan Murphy show. He was the one who's also directing this, so that makes sense why he wanted her. They clearly have some type of like relationship. But I will say the American Horror Story, I felt got very mixed reviews as far as Kim's performance.
Well, she was
people were trashing her. There were some people who were like, "Oh, she's killing it." So, although it is Kim Kardashian, like people will just like they just want to trash her.
Yes, they do. I mean, her acting wasn't sort of like fantastic. It didn't blow me away.
What about on Paw Patrol?
Paw Patrol, she's just giving a voice. She's not in a dog costume.
And how did she do?
I actually did see the Paw Patrol movie, with my daughter. No, I didn't take myself along.
You didn't go on a Saturday night?
No. I didn't recognize her voice. I didn't realize that she was in that. What dog does she play?
I don't know. That's out of my wheelhouse.
That's a good movie, actually, Paw Patrol. I might go and see it again by myself. It's not a bad movie.
You can't be a 35-year-old man in a theater at Paw Patrol by yourself.
No, that'd be weird.
Yeah, that's a little weird. But yeah, I mean, good for her. I mean, she's like, I think this is kind of like the pivot she's trying to do, right? She wants to become like a legit actress.
Well, I mean, it seems so because it feels like she was dipping her toe for a while and getting these little cameo type roles. Like even on SNL, she played herself. She was playing herself basically.
Yeah.
But now that she's got a TV show and a movie lined up on major streaming platforms, this just might be who Kim Kardashian is from now on. Like less social media, more acting.
I'm curious if she's like trying to like really like, it's obviously she's super, super successful, but everyone's always going to be like, oh, she got her start from a sex tape and then she's a reality star where they just film her life.
Yeah.
She's trying to be like, no, I'm like a legit like talent.
She's trying to get a bit more serious. I mean, I already respect her and find her a serious person.
I respect her too. And it's like, she doesn't need this to validate like any type of like success. But I think maybe this is just her trying to be like, I'm a talented actress. I'm like a talented person outside of all the other ventures.
See, she tried to be a real life lawyer for a while.
What happened to that?
I'm not sure. I think
she must have not passed the bar, no?
I think she passed the baby bar though. Isn't there a baby bar before there's a bar?
I don't even still understand the baby bar.
Me too. Either take the bar or don't.
Exactly.
What's the baby got to do with it?
Like, yeah, it's like just put your jump in the deep end.
Exactly. I feel kind of just a bit sorry for the like just the actors in general because they've just come off this major strike. They're all worried that AI is going to replace us. No, Kim Kardashian is going to replace you.
Literally, that is a bust.
It really is. Okay.
Whatever.
On to our final story. Brenda Lee. You might not know the name, but you know her hit song. Well, I don't know. Is that a famous name?
Not a famous name for me, but I do know the song.
We're young. Sure. We're young, though.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah.
So she wrote Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree back in 1958, when she was 13 years old, that Rockin' Around.
Damn, she was 13?
She was 13 when she recorded that.
Does it not sound like an older woman singing that song?
Yes. But I mean,
she was 13?
In the old days, didn't everyone kind of sound and look old?
I guess. Fair.
Is that fair? I don't know. Anyway.
They were more proper.
They were all dressed in nice uniforms and stuff. It never hit number one, ever. In its whole life cycle, that it was always usually, Mariah Carey's been keeping Brenda's song out of top place with All I Want for Christmas for You is You, like for years now. But this song released in 1958 has finally this week hit number one. Like it's like Love Actually in real life.
I know you said this the other day. I haven't seen Love Actually.
You haven't seen Love?
No, but you said this and people are like, oh, it literally is just like
that blows my mind.
I'm a big rom-com guy. I haven't seen Love Actually.
But like
who's in it?
Hugh Grant.
Oh, okay.
What have you been doing with your life that you weren't in it?
I
you didn't watch it?
It's never crossed my TV.
Will you watch it for us?
Yeah, yes. I'll do like a little report and we'll report back.
It's literally maybe the greatest movie ever.
It's got to be on a streaming service.
Oh, I'm sure it's everywhere. It's the greatest movie. Oh, that actually just shocks me. I don't know how I can continue the podcast.
Well, we got to.
Mariah Carey, she's got to feel a certain sort of way about getting dethroned. She's like the most. What do you call it?
This it's a monopoly. Like she owns this time of year.
She tried to trademark Queen of Christmas. She tried to get that as her name. She failed. They didn't let her have it.
Yeah.
But like, she is known as the Christmas lady.
I mean,
and
she's gonna be bitter, right?
Has to be. She's a diva.
Even though it's Brenda Lee, like sweet 78-year-old Brenda Lee, like can just give her 1 year, right?
Maybe. Yeah. I mean, I don't think Mariah's that sort of benevolent type. I think she'll be pissed. She'll be thinking, how do I get it back before Christmas Day? I think Christmas Day is like the Super Bowl. Like, you need to be number one on Christmas Day. I think that's what they were trying to do in Love Actually. There was 2 competing number one songs.
Okay. Well, don't ruin it for me.
Actually, it was about an old guy. An old guy was trying to get his hit song to reach number one over the new pop. This is exactly like Love Actually.
Don't tell me too much, dude.
Oh, the ending, though, Deven.
I can't wait. But no, but like, why? My only question is, why this year? Does anyone know?
Streaming. I mean, streaming's always been a way.
Like,
I think there was almost a public push.
Push for this?
I think there was a bit of a public push. Also, a plot point of Love Actually.
Are you a rocking around the Christmas tree guy?
I'm not actually.
I'm a Jingle Bell Rock guy.
Jingle Bell Rock.
So let's push for that next year. I don't know who that is.
I like All I Want for Christmas. I mean, that's a classic. Dreaming of a White Christmas. Is that a good one? What's that problematic one? Is there like a problematic one?
I know which one you're talking about.
Oh, the weather outside is frightful. Yeah. Oh, baby, it's cold outside. He's trying to get her to stay home.
Yeah,
it's kind of like, ooh,
it's kind of like, it's not that cold. It's not even snowing.
No, we live in California.
I can get home.
Right. Last thing, how come there's been like no iconic Christmas songs written recently? And
I know.
Do you think there ever will be again? Like,
there's no originals, right? It's always people remaking old hits.
Right. But are we stuck with the group of Christmas songs we've got right now for
I hope
rest?
not. I think I don't know who would make a good one, though, that's like a new artist.
I don't know.
Well, Taylor Swift did, right?
She had some song called Christmas Tree, which sucked.
I wouldn't say it sucked, but it's not like a all-time
It's
Christmas.
not a hit. I think, like, we're stuck with our iconic Christmas songs now. I don't think we'll ever get any new ones.
Maybe. Unless Brenda Lee's got something cooking.
Right.
Hey, man, she's back.
I'd like to hear another Brenda Lee song.
Like an original, though.
Yes. Maybe that'd flop, actually.
Yeah, probably wouldn't do too well.
Okay, thank you for joining me today, Deven.
Of course.
And we'll see you guys here tomorrow.
Yep.
Goodbye.